It was early 2018, and a young tech company named Cover Corporation was on the cusp of something big. See, their initial foray into VR gaming had flopped, but Takino Sora, then an ambassador of sorts of Cover's HoloLive brand, was doing great. The next logical step then was to try to expand on this virtual YouTuber concept. Robico would become the second VTuber under HoloLive's label in March 2018, and in a move perhaps inspired by Anycolor's creation of Niji Sanji, HoloLive would slowly morph from an augmented reality concept into the virtual idol agency we're familiar with today. But whilst this was happening, Cover had also scouted out a young woman who they believed could become their company's marquee virtual superstar. And so, after a few months of careful preparation, the Sakura Miko project was born on August 1st, 2018.
やっはろー。皆さんはじめまして。私の名前は桜美子って言います。エリートミコですから。みんなは知らないと思いますけど、私結構すごいミコなんですよ。そんな私の夢はアイドルになることです。
Sakura Miko would reach 1,000 subscribers before the end of the month. A good start for any normal YouTube channel, but given the investment and expectations placed on this project, it was actually kind of disappointing. Still, time was on her side. Cover had been through this before. It took Sora 3.5 months and a Christmas miracle to gain any sort of traction, but when she did, she took off big. But 4 months passed without Miko getting a similar bump. And to compound things, the 2D VTubers of HoloLive were all faring better than her, despite being a much smaller investment on a per-person basis. In December, Cover would start producing a short anime series called Miko no Tsutome and upload it to the HoloLive group channel. It had little effect on Miko's popularity, however, and so, before Christmas, the difficult decision was made to scrap the Sakura Miko project entirely. And on Christmas Day, Miko would join HoloLive. Cover had correctly figured out that the Kizuna Eye style solo act was old hat. Big VTuber groups were the next big thing, as the collective drawing power of every member of the group would create a community that would be willing to support all or at least most of the members. So naturally, Miko joining HoloLive gave her a significant boost. She would nonetheless remain the least popular HoloLive member for quite some time. See, whilst Mio, who also debuted in December, was paired up with Fubuki to form HoloLive Gamers, Miko was simply transplanted into HoloLive without any real attachment to the other existing talents. Despite Miko's sunny disposition, it did at times get to her.
そうなんか一回もうやめようみたいなとかも思ったこと一回だけあったりとかしたし、ホロにそのいた方がいいってなんかね、めっちゃね熱弁してくれたのがミオスバだったからね。
Miko stayed positive and grateful for what she had, a good attitude to have in life, and eventually, on May 19, 2019, Fortune would smile on her in the most unlikely of circumstances. I think you know where this is going. This should not have worked. Viewers understood that Miko, being Japanese, genuinely didn't understand what she was saying here, but even so, the N-word isn't supposed to make you more popular on the internet, and yet... Some edgelords thought it would be hilarious if that specific moment went super viral, and so it did. But it would be doing Miko a disservice to suggest she's famous only because of accidental racism. It got people watching, yes, but keeping them was all Miko's doing.
私には大事なの。私抜きも。
Grand Theft Auto 5 was the game that allowed Miko to really hit her stride as a streamer, and over the rest of 2019 everything else would fall into place too. The debut of Usada Pakura would lead to Peko Miko, a friend-slash-rival duo that would be one of the highlights of the pre-COVID era of HoloLive, and set both talents up for future success.
結構このくらいの距離でポチッと
But it was another Minecraft moment that would provide Miko her next major boost globally, and become a signature character trait of hers moving forward. This was the Elite Lava Bucket moment. What's most notable about this is that it was originally clipped by someone who I suspect wouldn't have cared about VTubers at all otherwise. So now Miko was appealing to an audience that would have previously dismissed or not cared about her. No translation was provided, but none is necessary. You don't have to understand a single word Sakura Miko is saying to understand her. She would go on to lava bucket her house a second time before the end of 2019. Meanwhile, something was brewing that would change HoloLive for the better forever.
Good morning, motherfuckers.
Kiryu Koko's arrival was huge. At the time, Niji Sanji was more popular than HoloLive within Japan, but the global market was still very much up for grabs. And with her unique video style and fluency in the English language, Koko played a major role in turning HoloLive into a global phenomenon. And a rising tide lifts all boats, particularly Miko's boat. Ark Survival Evolved was a previously forgettable game that had new life breathed into it when Koko recommended it to everyone in the HoloLive group. For Miko, it was just another game to be iconic in. And then COVID happened. A difficult time for many of us, but in it lied an opportunity for HoloLive to truly hit the mainstream, as everyone was stuck at home looking for something to do or watch. Miko during this time steadily grew alongside the rest of HoloLive, but in late July, disaster. Miko had fallen seriously ill and could no longer stream during this time of rapid growth in the industry. To compound onto her issues, HoloLive was going through a copyright battle that resulted in many of Miko's archives getting privated. So, if she couldn't stream, and people couldn't watch her archives, would Sakura Miko be forgotten? Further setbacks would trouble HoloLive in the coming months. In late August, the freshly debuted Mano Alo would graduate after post-debut drama left her in a state of feeling unable to stream at that time. And then in late September, the Taiwan incident. Koko and Hato suspended for 3 weeks each to appease Chinese ultra-nationalists after a Google Analytics mix-up. Whilst the latter two were able to return to streaming, it left the HoloLive fanbase in a somber mood and really needing something to lift their spirits. They were about to get it. On the 21st of August, nearly 3 months after her break, Sakura Miko would return. I think it's fair to call this one of the greatest moments in HoloLive history. Far from being forgotten, Miko had over 100,000 people watching her for almost the entire concert. The live view count peaked at 145,000. Considering that less than 2 years ago she was a failed project, it was a remarkable turnaround, and a fulfillment of the idol dream that she set out for on her debut. Sakura Miko has since become one of the biggest live streaming celebrities on the internet. I think it's time I admitted to myself that she has also become my Oshi. It all started in March 2021 with her plain clothes reveal. This is easily my favourite VTuber design of all time. The perfect blend of cute and sexy with the garter belt thigh highs, the lightly laced corset and the twin tails. Mwah, bless. She seems to love the outfit as well, as it's become her go-to choice for regular streams ever since she acquired it. Aside from that, what keeps me coming back to Sakura Miko is her charisma that transcends the language barrier, and uncanny knack for creating comedy, either on purpose or unintentionally. Miko has said on several occasions that she intends for her VTuber career to be a long one, which is really great to hear as she is a natural born entertainer and her continued existence is sure to make people very happy for a long time to come. And thus concludes this video explaining how Sakura Miko went from failed project to superstar.